He's an incredibly passionate person about everything he does. Whatever the assignment, no details too small, but he puts his full soul and body into every project and really has passion for what he does.
He's wise, experienced, and very easy guy to talk to.
I think about a person with great vision, a person who can take an idea today and embellish it and move it along and enlarge it and, give it great direction and great leadership.
Seems to be the standard when describing Steve Lesnick. The New Jersey native grew up an avid sports fan and phenomenal swimmer, still holding the state record for the butterfly stroke back in 1962. His passion for sports followed him throughout his career as he took the public relations world by storm and mastered a successful formula to produce a successful product. After being in the insurance game for more than a decade, Lesnick decided to branch off on his own with his mentor and partner Jim Kemper Jr. and founded Kemper Sports Management in 1978.
It was a big risk, and we already had 2 children, and it was a risk that both of us were willing to take. And Steve was kind enough to let me have some opinion as to making that big change.
It was an exciting time, and he explained that, in order to do what he really felt in his heart he wanted to do, we had to make some sacrifices.
From its humble beginnings as an idea to the idea becoming a reality, Lesnick developed Kemper Sports into one of the largest golf course management companies in America, giving credit to his outstanding staff.
They're just quality people, and if you said, what's the one thing about the company that you're most proud of? It's the caliber and the quality of the people that work at the company.
It is a family company, and everyone's treated that way. I think from day one, he's always wanted to treat the staff of our company as family, and I think people respond really well to that, and that's been part of the success of the organization.
From Steve's standpoint, one of the things that he does great is he hires really competent people. He charges them with the responsibility of developing their area, and then he lets them do it.
As Kemper Sports continued to flourish, Lesnick also founded Kemper Lesnick, serving as the marketing and communications company. Together they were tasked by a new challenge when Chaminade University came knocking in 1990.
Well, we were operating a women's golf tournament out here in Maui, and it was generally regarded at that time as probably the top women's LPGA golf event. And I got a call from Kent Keith, the president of Chaminade, and said, we have this event, and I'm somewhat worried about it. Would you come and talk to me about it?
The event is now known as the EA Sports Maui Invitational Tournament, hosted by Chaminade University, a tournament spearheaded by Chaminade's upset victory over #1 Virginia in 1982.
We had a very specific vision, and the first thing I did was to hire Wayne Duke, who shared that vision. Wayne at that time had been the chairman of the Final Four for 25 years, and the idea of having an event that would be as great in preseason as that event is at the end of the season was what we set out to do.
Kemper Lesnick exceeded that expectation and took the tournament to a whole new level, ultimately reaching its goal and earning the reputation as the premier early season basketball tournament in the country.
We have the best fields, the best teams in the country. We have an absolutely beautiful setting. There's no better place in the world to be than Maui.
But more than just the accolades of a first-class tournament came the first-class respect and strong relationship that Lesnick, his companies, and family has built and always shown towards Chaminade University.
Talk about trying to be with quality people, be with people of high standards, and not just achievement-oriented, but in terms of doing things the right way and being the right kind of people. And I truly believe that that's what Chaminade University stands for.
The opportunity to work with the great people of Chaminade University, like Brother Bernie and Bill Villa, the athletic director, you can see why it's such a special place and why this project, the Maui Invitational, is so special to them.
It sort of is full circle that my love for Hawaii, my father's love for Hawaii, allows me to, work for the company by visiting Hawaii and being a part of the university, giving back as a member of the Board of Governors.
Lesnick, who earned his bachelor's degree from Brown University, has always had a passion and emphasis on the importance of education. No one is better fit to give advice to the future of young minds throughout the country.
My advice to all young people is to find something you love to do and do it as well as you can possibly do it. Don't try to figure out what is going to give you, the best career or the most money or the most material rewards of one kind or another. Figure out what you love to do and pursue that, and everything else will take care of itself.
And after all the hard work, things have definitely fell into place. Successful company, successful educator, and successful family man who at the end of the day pays tribute to his other half.
I wouldn't be anywhere near where I am today without my wife. She corrected my papers in college, and many years later, we started a family together, and she's done the lion's share of raising the family. And then when we started the company, she was very active in the company in various capacities over the years.
It's a great moment for our family, both at home and at work. The greater Kemper-Lesnick family and the Lesnick family, we will celebrate my dad being inducted into the Wall of Fame.
Your standard of excellence has been extraordinary for this university, for this tournament, and for all the participants. Your high standard has enabled great college teams to come in your presence. What you've done in that building has been exceptional. And I think the nice thing about Chaminade, it's a family affair. And who better to share a family than you and Marty, and of course Kemper-Lesnick.
Steve, congratulations to you for election to the Chaminade Hall of Fame. All of us recognize what you have contributed to this great tournament. Without it, it wouldn't be the great affair that it is. My hat's off to you, sir.
Steve, I'm really happy that you're being inducted into the Silver Sword Wall of Fame. I think it's just terrific. I'm thinking, Steve, you're sort of maybe right now thinking Bruce Springsteen. You're the boss, man. Congratulations.
Aloha, Dad. I'm so thrilled for you. This is such a special moment, and there's nobody that deserves these accolades more than you. And I hope you have a wonderful time celebrating this culmination with Mom and with your friends at Chaminade.
Born in Hong Kong, China, Kathleen Kitty Woe moved to Hawaii as an infant. After learning the English language in preschool and enjoying her life in Hawaii, Woe attended Punahou School, where she prospered in the classroom, made tons of friends, and of course got her sense of humor. An experienced family friend and fellow Chaminade Board of Regent member Lori Tom experienced firsthand.
And I recall one story when I was having a sleepover at the Sullivan home back in 8th grade. And it was Sunday morning, and we were getting ready for church, and Kitty was a little late, and Mr. Sullivan said, "My gosh, Kitty, you are going to be the last to heaven." To which she responded, "Well, that's better than being the first to bleep, can't say it."
After graduating from Punahou, Woe earned her business degree from the University of Pacific in Stockton, California. Shortly thereafter, she earned her second degree in architecture from the University of Hawaii. She would later join the family business under the Sullivan family of companies, but more than just being involved in the world of business came her passion for helping others by giving back to the community, a set of values that she cherishes deeply and learned from her beloved parents.
I couldn't be here without the love and support and the example set by my parents, Sully Sullivan and Joanna Lau Sullivan. They have been role models for me and really led me to pursue volunteerism and supporting the community.
Her family's development and contribution of Chaminade Sullivan Family Library in 2009 was just one example of their outstanding generosity, and a project in which Kitty took great pride in.
I was called upon and really relished the opportunity to participate and to maybe give some insight from my interior design background and architecture background on what a state-of-the-art library should look like. I also was involved in the fundraising aspect of the library. It was part of the largest campaign that Chaminade University had undertaken.
I think it's extremely important to have a center like that, or a library where students can come together and get the work they need to get done. I see our student athletes studying along with our other students at our university, but I see them in there studying, and to have that environment on campus, I think it's important.
The Sullivan Family Library proved to be a blessing in disguise for Chaminade University, as Wool would be selected as the chair of the Board of Governors. And as the board recognized Kitty's passion and vision, she was called on by Board of Regent member Stanley Hong to take on a new role.
And so I decided to give it a go. But before I did that, I actually called her mother, Auntie Joanna, and said, Auntie Joanna, I want to ask Kitty to be the chairman of the Board of Regents.
I received a call from Stanley Hong, and he asked me to serve on the Board of Regents. And I said, Stanley, I couldn't possibly do that.
I called her. She was somewhat reluctant.
He continued to call me each day of my vacation, and by the third or fourth day, I thought, all right, I think I'll just have to say yes. I'm not going to be able to enjoy my vacation.
In the end, after we chatted and I told her what the job entailed and that I thought she'd make a perfect chairman.
Kitty quickly emerged as chair and recruited other members right away.
She had indicated that she had wanted to take me out to lunch, and people know that when Kitty wants to meet with you, there must be something she's going to ask you. So when Kitty gave me my first tour and seeing the new chemistry labs, seeing the nursing school, that got me very excited.
Her charismatic vibe and genuine approach made fellow board members and donors feel a part of the Chaminade Ohana, while her hard work to study and head into every situation with a possible solution gave her the knowledge to lead Chaminade University to new levels of improvement.
I wanted to strengthen the board and to have more diversity and have more representation from Chaminade alumni. So I think that's one thing that we have achieved. We've put together a very strong board. I'm so proud to serve with the board members, both the regents and the governors that we've assembled.
As each year went on, you could see that she was getting control of her job, her responsibilities, and at the end, she's just done a super job.
From one hat to another, Wool also continues to play a major role in her dedication to Chaminade athletics, spanning from her role on the Intercollegiate Athletics Subcommittee, annual sponsorships for the Athletics Gala event, showing up to Board of Regents Hot Dog Night, and making the trip to Maui in support of the EA Sports Maui Invitational Tournament.
And she's there, as you say, cooking hot dogs and handing out drinks and stuff, and so you have this woman who is the chairman of the board there, leading the way, showing us that she's committed to do whatever it takes to help support, in this case, athletics.
As a proud member of the Hui Ahina Hina Booster Club, Kitty displayed her act of kindness by going beyond the call in 2011 and 2012 to help fund the women's tennis team on a trip to Phoenix, Arizona.
That was really huge because we weren't getting those games, the proper games in Hawaii, and they needed the money. They weren't able. They were only 6 people on the team. They needed to raise about $8,000. It was very difficult, and Kitty's assistance was huge for them.
Although Kitty might seem nice in the boardroom and walking the halls of Chaminade, her passion for playing tennis shines bright, and her competitors know all too well not to mess with her on the tennis court.
It would be Billie Jean King and Bobby Riggs all over again. She'd wipe me out.
So you wouldn't even give her any competition?
No, I would not.
Even with all the time, effort, meetings, and more that she has given to Chaminade University, Kitty feels even more humbled and blessed for what the students of Chaminade have given back to her.
Certainly meeting the students and getting to know them is one of the highlights because they're really the reason that we're here. And to be able to know that we are providing quality education and we're improving their lives, that's probably one of the most satisfying things for me.
Kitty continues to flourish throughout the community, serving on numerous boards, extending her helping hand to others and setting an example for what it means to have a heart of gold.
I would want to encourage them and tell them that I'm so proud of them. They're doing a great job and it's going to, just build their confidence, and no matter what they do in life, they're going to be successful.
Kitty, aloha kako. Congratulations on your induction. You are so deserving. You've made me look good after recruiting you to be the chair of the Board of Regents 5 years ago. You have done just a spectacular job.
Kitty, congratulations for this tremendous award and honor. It is so well deserved. We love you. Thank you for all that you do for Chaminade and the rest of the community.